Okay guys, so I don't know, where do I even start? Oh guys, welcome back. What's going on? It's been a long, hard year. I've been playing, I'm just playing rough housing with the dog, and I'm covered in fur. So if anyone thinks like I'm gross, it's because I was literally just, you know, messing about with the dog, and that's a good thing actually. So if you have a dog, play with the dog. It's actually, my dog's being a pain. Okay, what does he want? Let's see what the dog wants. What is it, Randy? What is it? What is it? Okay, you want to go into your blankie? Okay. Set you guys down over here. Oh. Guys, what is going on? Christmas is vastly approaching. Ho ho ho, jingle bells and all that jazz. Basically, I wanted to do this video because it's been looming on me for a while and I forgot to address this, and it's been playing on my mind more and more recently. And what that is basically how autism in Hollywood, in movies, in TV, in everything is represented, and how it's never really seen. I mean, I did some videos recently about Sia and the whole thing about her movie about an autistic girl, and my thoughts on that. And if you haven't actually seen those videos, I'll link them down below. But let's just rewind back to 2019. So in like May of 2019, I was approached by a TV company. Now, if anybody follows me on my social media accounts, FYI, if you're not, you go and check me out on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and give me a follow on there, because that's where I upload a lot of my kind of like day-to-day stuff. And yeah, I was basically, I was approached by Channel 4 to appear on a show, a reality TV show, which I hadn't heard of at the time. So I went down to London a lot, and they paid a lot of money for me to go down to London and stay in all these hotels and do all this stuff to be on this TV show. And basically the gist of it was that they said, hey, would you like to take part in this reality TV show where you're put into separate apartments and then you get to communicate through a social media network to win a competition? Now, I was thinking to myself, look, I'm not really into like Big Brother and competitions and all this kind of stuff, because I feel like it's a bit mind-numbing, to say the least, sometimes. Sometimes, not all of it. I'm not insulting anybody, I'm just saying that sometimes I find it a little bit like, ugh. But then they said, yeah, but it gives you a chance to show autism in its fullest raw format. You know, you know, you film 24/7. It's reality TV, so it goes out and everyone gets to see you for who you are, and you get a chance to educate people, I suppose. And I was like, wow, this is kind of like my goal. You know, it's what I'm trying to do with my channel, and I thought it'd be a really good thing to do. So I signed a contract with them, which is up now, which is why I'm allowed to talk about it. I was actually not allowed to talk about it 6 months after nothing happened. And so I was, so I went, I did all of the interviews, if you like, and then they put me into the mix, and then they said, hey, you know, I got a phone call from them, and the show is called The Circle, by the way, if anybody's guessing. I'll put you on your images. It's called The Circle. It's actually on Netflix now in America, but it was called The Circle, and it was season 2 that I was supposed to be on. And so I did all the stuff. I went through all the rigmarole with them, and then they phone me up and they say, hey, great news, production company love you, you know, you're going on the show, you're going to be one of the players. I said, okay, great, but I'm sworn to secrecy and all this stuff. So then I spent, I don't know, maybe I don't know, a good few £100 sorting out my team, getting all contracts ready for my team so people could take over my social media where I'm in this reality TV show, because basically I wasn't allowed any outside contact with the world, and I had to be in this game, and potentially I could have been there for 2 weeks solid, which was fine, but it was just an interesting time. So I did all that, we did everything, and then I went down to the TV studios. I filmed all the adverts for Channel 4, like, hey, watch The Circle tonight, Channel 4. I did all the Instagram kind of like GIF images, you know, for their Instagram page, and I did all that kind of stuff. I did magazine interviews. I did a national press interview, and everything was going fine. Everything was going ahead, and I kept, you know, I had 2 staff members told me, they phoned me and said, dude, you know, you're going on the show. Not a lot of people get that kind of privilege to say that they are so early in the game, but you're definitely going on the show because we love you and it's great. And I was thinking the whole time, thinking to myself, wow, I get an opportunity to show the world what it's like to live with autism day in, day out, 24/7, you know, because I'm in this apartment on my own, and showing the struggles would be real, right? Regardless of the competition and the game that I was playing with the other people. But in terms of reality, that was reality, and I felt like this was a great opportunity. So then, Channel 4 being one of the ones, one of the channels over here that has diverse acceptance, you know, they're multicultural, they have different levels of ability of people on there, which is great, and I really supported Channel 4 when they did this. But then things started to take a weird turn. I did all this stuff, and they took me down there and they wined and dined me, and they spent all this money, and we did everything. I got my team all contracted up and everything like that, and we sworn to secrecy, and everyone was like, wow, blown away, and they really loved my personality, and everything was great. And then I go down for my last filming with them, where I filmed all my intro pieces, where you jump out of a circle and then you do all these weird dance moves so they could layer that over you when you're doing your interviews. And then they kind of turned around. I came home. That was on a Sunday, and then I was supposed to be going in then on the Thursday. So Sunday I came home from the TV studios. On the Thursday I was supposed to go on the TV show back there again, because I'd packed my bags and everything on the Monday when I got home from the Sunday one. And then that was how it went. And then I get a phone call from my executive casting producer who says, I've got some bad news, they're not going to put you on the show now because they've pulled you from the show. I said, why? And then so she said, because I think they're playing it safe. And at first I was like, okay, cool, whatever, whatever, it's a missed opportunity. And I was kind of gutted because the opportunity to do something fun, but also to show people about autism, right? But then I was thinking to myself, playing it safe, what on earth do they mean? And then I got really down about it, and it actually sent me into a spiral of a mental health downward spiral, right? Because I got really depressed for a couple of months because I felt like I was worthless because of my disability. And the reason I say this is because I said to them before the show went up, I said, look, I can guarantee you swap me out for either a girl with a disability that's visible or a guy with a disability that's visible. And they were like, oh no, it's not like that, it's not like that. And they couldn't tell me who was on the show, obviously, because it was all kind of like hush hush, you can't leak anything before it's out. And then lo and behold, a girl with a disability appears on there, and a guy with a disability appears on there. Both of them go on the show. One guy had cerebral palsy, and I'm not sure what the condition the other girl had. She had some kind of I think it could have been like a stoma bag or it was some other disability, right? And it just kind of hit me, I felt like no one ever wants to show autism or ADHD in real life, in reality, having you there on those platforms, because they're scared of the backlash, or they don't believe it because it's not visible. They feel like it's not glamorous enough. You don't look disabled enough to be a disabled person representing disability on TV. And this is the current consensus. I feel it, the vibes I get from these people. And I knew it, and it sucks so bad. And I wanted to tell my story. I even filmed a video before going in to say hey guys, I'm in the circle, go and vote for me. I did all those things. I've got them all lined up. I still have those videos, which is just absolutely just intense, thinking about all of those things. And it was really upsetting, because it's not like sour grapes because I wasn't on the show. I don't really care about that. I've been on loads of TV shows, and I've got loads more in the works, and I'm working with different TV companies. But the biggest thing for me, I think, was that the reason it got me so down was because nobody wanted to have an autistic guy on TV. They don't want it. And I'm here. I'm going to break that mold, and I'm going to smash it open. And you know how we're going to do it? There's two ways. We're either going to find a production company who will let us onto shows so we can do it, and we'll be there, and we'll drive it to the end, because we want relatability. We want to be able to turn on TV and say, wow, this person's autistic, and I relate to those, and they're doing those things just like anybody else is in this industry. Or I want kids to be able to look up and say, I can do those things. Dan was able to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to let you guys down. I'm not going to let those kids down, because we need positive role models. We need people who are going to break that mold. And so the other option we've got is to make our own TV show and smash it onto actual TV networks. And it's something we can do. It's something I have contacts to do, but I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet. But we will do it. It's going to be epic. And it pains me, dude. I don't know what to do about it. And Channel 4 really just dropped it. It was horrible. I felt like Channel 4 hyped me up and was really understanding and caring about something, but they ultimately lied about that, because then they realized there was a more fitting disability that would fit this criteria. And it's sad. That's show business. That's the current state of entertainment. That's the current state of show business. It sucks. It's not on. It's not fair. And we're still left in the dark. Once again, neurodiversity, autism, ADHD, we're thrown aside because a guy with a physical disability, a visible disability, wins the round, and everybody kind of wants to go, oh, physical disability, I can see that. 1 in 60 people in the US has an autism spectrum disorder, and 1 in 100 people in the UK have an autism spectrum disorder. Think of the amount of people who are impacted by autism that surround us every day, and would value that valuable input to see how it works. We're not we're not doing anything but educating, moving a movement forward on this channel, and I'm so blessed to have all of you here with me along this journey, and we're gonna do it. I mean, I'd love to know your thoughts on it, so like, you know, drop me a comment, send me a tweet, send me a DM on Instagram, whatever you want. I'd love to talk to you about that. Yeah, I just, you know, it still sucks to this day. It still sucks to this day. So I will catch you guys on the flip side, and yeah, just wow, the circle here. But there you go, that's the circle, that's channel 4, not what it's all cracked up to be. And yeah, I don't care, you know, I don't care talking about it. I'm not under contract anymore with them. I wasn't allowed to talk about it for 6 months. It was aired in October 2019, and now it's December 2020. So yeah, it's time for the truth to come out. I mean, yeah, channel 4.